Hi, ladies, and welcome in today. And have I got a superstar for you? I've got the one and only Sophie Lee.
Hi.
Sophie Lee is the founder of Electric Peach, which is a storytelling agency. She is also a voice and visibility consultant for bold female voices. She's a speaker and she's also a published author of Beyond Palatable. This book is just breaking me and remaking me in equal measures. I'm so proud of you, Sophie. Congratulations for everything.
Thank you.
We work together, and I'd love for you to start off with taking us back to where your business was and what the triggers for you were when you decided, do you know what? I am going to look for some external support and hire a business coach here.
My Electric Peach had always and still does worked with SMEs. And I love that. I love working on bigger brand projects with teams and seeing the brand out there in the world. But I also had this real yearning to work with founders, and I was finding it really difficult to bridge the gap between an SME clientele that I had and creating something that would work for founders that wasn't me replicating what I did for SMEs, but at half the price, which just really didn't work when I did that. And I saw what you were doing, and I saw what impact you were having specifically with female founders. And I think I said to you, Laura, I really want to work with you. I love your energy. And just so you know, I want you to make me a competition of yours. And you were like, well, there's no such thing, babes. And which immediately made
Room
me
for
just
us
love you
all.
even more
Yeah.
and trust you even more. And in the kind of main thing that I was looking for was to streamline how I was operating so that it made sense and it wasn't just this kind of jumble. And I wanted to be Electric Peach as the agency and me as a voice and visibility coach and consultant for purpose-driven female founders to help them get on stages in the media, take up space with their vision and their mission, and become known as a leader within their field, an authority within their field. And I knew how to do all of the brand stuff for myself, but where I was getting really muddled and confusing myself was really looking at the business as a bigger picture and strategically planning what is the best approach to this, and more importantly as well, where to focus my energy, because I was just, I wanted to say bleeding, but that's not what I want to say. I was just
Your
leaking.
heart was, you were just helping
I
everyone and
was
you
like,
didn't want to leave anyone behind, did you? You wanted to be
no.
accessible. I remember your words. And you wanted to be affordable. You wanted to be supportive. You wanted to make the impact. And you got to the point where you were like, but actually, what is the cost of that?
Yeah. And I have been in business for 9 years. I've worked with giant corporations my whole career, 17 years. I know how business operates, but for some reason, for myself, you can't read the label when you're in the jar. And I just couldn't detach myself from the emotional side of wanting to help everybody and the very logistical side of there's only so much to give, and I want to grow a business that is successful and I want to make money. I don't want to, I'm not a charity and I don't want to be a
Absolutely.
charity. And so it was really helpful to get clarity on where to focus my energy, and then also to look at how I could still be accessible and I could still give value, but not with my energy always having to be the thing that provided that.
Absolutely. And my oh my, have you done that? So, what would you say were some of the wins, the changes, the achievements that happened in your business when we were working together?
Well, there's been huge shifts in how I view myself. I think that's probably the key thing, which has coincided with writing Beyond Palatable, because really it's a book about taking up space and owning your brilliance and owning your voice as an instrument for change. And that includes how you say yes to life and how you say no to life. And so to walk my talk and put this book out into the world this week, I had to really be in integrity. And so that also kind of came in at the same time as us working together. And I really became more discerning about what I said yes to and what I said no to, and created my two core offers for founders, which is my brilliant mastermind, which is now in its second year, fully booked both years, super successful. I work with incredible people and I get so much satisfaction from being that for people. It's been called life changing. Actually, last week, one of the current cohorts said that it's changing her life, which is
I love that.
quite something. And then I have my shorter program, which is She's Electric, which specifically focuses on public speaking, which runs a few times a year. And that's it. And then I use social media to add value. You can read my book. I'm doing lots and lots and lots of PR at the moment. So you can read articles I've written, you can listen to podcasts I've been on, you can come and see me talk, and you can hear my perspectives and my insights in lots of different ways. But if you want to work with me, those are the two ways that you do so. And I do also have a VIP day, which I do in person, because through working with you, you also taught me how to understand the profitability of my offers. I understood how to do that, but what you helped me to understand was how to be honest about it. So it's like, oh, it's just a day, fine. But like, no, what's the wholeness that goes into this? And I realized with my VIP day that doing it online might be very beneficial for others, but it takes a lot more energy from me and I end up over delivering. Whereas if it's a day in person, it's got more parameters around it. And so that's the other way. So you can work with me one-to-one exclusively in the VIP day option.
Fantastic. And I'm sure that's given you more time back, even though you are an incredibly busy woman for lots of different reasons at the moment. And like you say, you've been able to magnify the impact, the incredible impact that you're having on this world, and in particular, the female community who are thriving as a result of your work and your energy and your huge heart, Sophie. So thank you so much. What would
Thank
you say?
you.
Of course, what would you say if there was a woman out there who was actually like, look, I'm doing well in business. Do I really need a coach? What would you say to her about considering working with us?
I was doing really well in business and now I'm doing even better. So I feel like we always need support. And as I said earlier, that you can't read the label when you're in the jar analogy is really true. And I say it to a lot of my clients as well. Communication specialists come and work with me for that reason. And it's so valuable having somebody who is such a supporter and such a cheerleader, because one of the things I think is really rare about you is that you're not hype. You don't act like you're a cheerleader to get someone to work with you, and then as soon as they're not working with you anymore, be like, all right, peace out, which a lot of people do that. You're in it for the long haul. Like when you're in someone's corner, you're in someone's corner, like ride or die forever. And I can really feel that. And so even when you have the inevitable crises of confidence where you wonder if you can even keep going and you wonder if any of it's really worth it, even when it looks successful on the
Mhm.
outside, sometimes that's especially when we start having those moments. Stretching ourselves can be so scary. Having someone like you, Laura, in your corner is the most valuable thing, not just from a strategic perspective. And Jeff, we love old Jeff with the technical perspective, but also from a you can do this. Look, let me mirror back to you what you said last week. Let's just remember that this is just a moment. Think about the bigger picture that can be the difference between falling into a hole and staying there for a while, like on your back, like a bug. Or
Somebody
like,
flip me over.
yeah, is
Can
to
you pat on
having
the bum
to
while I go?
like stop, let's go. And we started working together a few months ago, and you're still that for me, and that
Absolutely.
is infinitely valuable. That's priceless. And so I don't think there is ever going to be a I'm too advanced for this moment. It's we all need support. It's a big, hard, scary, often quite confusing thing running a business and working with someone who gets you and cares about you and gets your vision and cares about your vision along the way can be a real game changer.
Absolutely right. Sophie, you are incredible. You continue to inspire me every single day. I am so excited for the official book launch. We're going to celebrate you in style. Thank you so much for your time today. And ladies, if you're not already following her, where have you been? Go and follow Sophie. She's
Please.
on LinkedIn, Instagram, all of the places, online. Please buy her book. And not only buy her book, gift it to every woman that you know. It is
Everyone you've
life-changing.
ever met.
Fabulous. Thanks, Sophie.
Thank you. Bye.